Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. May this year be your best year ever. I don't know what your New Year's resolutions is. Normally I have one. This year was the first time I didn't really have one, except for remembering to take my Woolies shopping bags with me to Woolies. Okay, so welcome to my live. This will be reposted, so if you can't join now, then you'll be able to review it and rewind and replay and try this look. So today is a very exciting day because I am launching new products. So let me begin by the beginning. So you all know our beautiful 10-piece brush set. We have reworked it. So normally you had this one in there. We took it out because we felt it was unnecessary because your eyebrow pencil already has one. So and if you are a client of ours and you regularly buy this, you have many of these. So it was a waste to have a brush set with one of those. So what we did was we placed in an extra one of these small eyeshadow brushes. So the reason for that is because you'll see that I like to use this one for depth in the corner and also to do eyeshadow underneath the eyes and to smoke out the eyeshadow underneath the eyes. So this is a winner brush. So this brush set, same price, fantastic quality. There's nothing that compares to this set. Everybody who's used it will be able to testify to that. So I'm not lying to you guys. Then what we did was, I'm sure you all remember our stunning in the nude eyeshadow palette with all of these beautiful colors. You can see all my favorites in this palette. So we reworked it because we also found that we love these colors and I'll still keep using this one. But a lot of the clients were scared to use like the purple and the oranges and all those like wilder colors. So we made a brand new in the nude eyeshadow palette, beautiful new packaging, and it has all of these beautiful, stunning colors in. Highly pigmented. I mean, just look at that pigment. It is absolutely insane. Ooh, can't wait to start playing with my new palettes. And then we have 20 shade eyeshadow palettes. We've got 3 new ones. So the first one is called Everyday Slay. So this is for the real beauty enthusiast who loves natural nude colors. This is a beautiful palette for bridal makeup artists. Insane. But I will still also have this one in my kit. This one, because not all of these colors are in here. Okay, so then you have lots of options. I used this yesterday for a masterclass. It was the look. We still need to share the look, but it was the most beautiful look ever. And the options of looks that you can create with this. If you're a nude girl, you like the Kardashians looks, then these palettes are completely for you. Then we have a little bit more daring. This is my favorite one because of all the pinks and the purples. You see? So what we did with these palettes is we placed them in the, not the order, but the colors that match together. So if you're going for reds, then these will be the reds that work together. Purples, pinks, oranges, and the ones in the end will be your depth. I'm going to show this to you today, how to use these palettes. So your ending will be the depth that you can use. Obviously, there are depths in between here. And remember, when you've got a pink, there's different shades of pink. So if you're going to go for like a pink like my nails, then you have the ones that suit that one. If you're going to go for something a little bit more like the pink in my bow, then you'll go for something like that. Okay. And color eyeshadow is so in fashion, but people are so scared to use it. That's why we made it very user-friendly with these palettes. They will all still come in this stunning sleeve, like our in the nude palette. And the packaging. Guys, the packaging is everything. this is the one that I'm going to use today. Ah. Oh, sorry, the pink one with the purples, it's called Dollhouse. The nude one, the 20 shade, is called Everyday Slay. And then our smaller 12 shade eyeshadow palette is still in the nude. It's just reworked. And these are our stunning colors. So you'll see that we use them from light to dark, how you will use them. There are different types of blues. So today I'm going to, obviously, you see my outfit. I'm going to use blue. So my outfit is not turquoise. It's more like blue. So we're going to go here today. Can't wait. Okay. So, oh, and that's not all. That is not all, guys. The next thing is lashes. You all remember our lash box, this one. Okay? Stunning. We still have a few of those left. But now we have more options to choose from. These are our new lashes. This one is called Tempting. Very like wispy lashes. This one is called Innocent. So this is our most natural set for Innocent. And then we have Iconic. Very stunning lashes. And then we have the Charming Lash. Okay, the video doesn't even do it justice. Yo, Carla, it's like the best thing since sliced bread. Then we have a lash glue also. So we've got our very own lash glue now. It's a white glue that turns see-through. So stunning, long-lasting. And remember, all of our products are animal cruelty-free. It's free from parabens. It's just amazing products. But let me not lie to you. Let me show you how amazing it looks and how it works and the pigment. Okay. So what I've already done for you guys to save some time is I did my primer on my eyelid. Dis nog vroeg. And also I did a foundation on my eyelid. So I used the light beige. Normally I would go for, because I'm quite tanned at the moment, so normally I would go for the matte nude, but I wanted today's eyeshadow to really, really pop out. So that's why I went for the light beige. Okay, so it's been a while, so let me just buff it out slightly. Okay, and then what I like to do is to take a powder. Nou, waar is my? Hang net aan. Ek is onvoorbereid. Waar is my... Okay, I don't have my translucent. Oh, wag, ek kry sy weg. Okay, translucent powder. Hello. The compact powder in translucent because I want it to pop. So I'm just going to take like an eyeshadow brush and very slightly make sure there's no creases on the eye and just tap it. Okay, not too much, especially when you're using colorful eyeshadows because you want it to attach itself to the skin. So this is just so that it doesn't make those creases anymore. Okay, so that is the translucent. Now it's time for eyeshadows. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a color according to my outfit. So this is like fashion girls. If you're going to wear something, make it a statement. Even if you have like a white top with a jean and you're wearing this bow on your head, then put some of these colors in there. Green. This is actually awesome because I can use any of these colors. Green or yellow or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go, let's go for this medium blue as my first color. Okay. So I'm using a normal shape eyeshadow brush and I'm going to dip it in there. And guys, you will see the pigment now. Oh, my brows. Okay. Are you ready? Kyk net hoe intense. This pigment is insane. So like with our in the nude palette, we've changed the colors, but also the formula has changed. It's in the nude was amazing, and those that have used it will attest to this, but it's even better now. So that is one thing that we at Halo Professional always do, is we are constantly improving. We don't just make a product and then it's fine and it should last us 10 years. We are constantly reworking and improving and adapting to the fashions. Very important as a brand. Okay, and now I take it right through. Lig daai wenkbrauwe op. And we go all around. Okay, so we focus in the corner of the eye here. Dankie Junita. Dankie dat jy nog van die begin af kyk jy my lives. Ek sien altyd jou naampie oppop. It's nice to see all the familiar faces. I hope this year we'll see a lot of new names and new faces on our lives. Okay, so that's the one side. It looks terrible, I know. We're going to get to blending just now. The reason why I'm doing it this way is I want them to look the same. So that's why I'm finishing the one, finishing there, and then I'll blend so that they look like sisters. Okay. Dankie Amelda. Guys, don't be scared of blues and greens. The reason why I chose blue today was not just because I wanted to wear this outfit. It's because people are so scared and they've got this thing about blue eyeshadow where it's common. And I think our parents scared us in the 80s. But remember, those were like those shimmery, and there's different tones of blue. These eyeshadows that we've chosen are carefully selected, so dat jy nie gaan kom en lyk nie. Okay, so, julle is veilig met Halo Professional, want ons is professional. Okay, alhoewel ek nie altyd so klink nie. Goed, now we're going around. Okay, do you see how I'm going a little bit lighter as I'm going in, and my accent is always here in this corner. Okay, and you can also see that I'm following the shape of my brow. That determines the shape of the eye. So yours will be different from mine. That's why, guys, you must book yourself a learn to do your makeup class, because then we can show you exactly your shape. Once you've got that down, where your shape is, you can use any colors. So what I'm doing now, you'll use for the pink, the purple, the yellow, the browns, everything. But it's important for you to know what your shape is, that it doesn't look weird. En dan gaan jy kom en like. Okay, ons gaan julle help om nie kom en te like. Now we need a blending brush. I'm going to use the Halo brush, the one that is nice and fluffy. And I always have a cotton pad. Even the towel, our makeup eraser towels are amazing to swipe off product. Okay. Now, I'm going to just blend these edges. Very important that your brush does not go in the inside, because then you are going to start taking away the product. Okay. So I'm cleaning constantly. And as I'm doing this, you're going to see how this side is starting to look a little bit more, okay, I can go to Spar looking like that. But this side is like, whoa. Okay, ons wil nie trailer park hê nie. So we're just blending it to make it nice and soft. Okay. So our palettes are also built that a lot of our colors, especially in the pink palette, just for the makeup artists. Normal people, don't worry about this. We have transition colors in here, so it will help for your blending. So for instance, if you're struggling to blend these colors, we have a transition color that will take your color into nothing. That will help for blending. This one will help for transitioning. On darker skin, that one will help for transitioning. So we did add some transitioning colors into our palettes to help the makeup artists with quicker blending. Right. If you're a normal person and you're like, I want to know what this is that you're talking about, then come and do the full course. Do it for yourself. Then you'll look like a makeup artist has touched your face every single day. Okay. So you see it's much softer. So I'm going back with the blue one, and I'm just going to slightly diffuse that edge. Okay, and blend. All right, you see the difference? It's much softer. Where this is hard, you can see those lines. We don't want to see those lines. The moment we see those lines, for us makeup artists, when we see lines like this on eyeshadow, it's like, who is that? Not in December, in normal, like in the year, walking barefoot into a shopping mall. Okay, that's what it looks like to us. Okay, now we blend this side. and clean. So you see how much product I'm cleaning off on my sponge. If you just go on blending with this brush, it's going to be a mess, I promise you. Okay, and the inside to get it nice and soft and faded. I'm going to go back to the blue one just to diffuse that edge. It looks complicated, but it's not, I promise you guys. If you just sit and you follow this video, watch it again, you're going to get it right. And then you can start playing with your colors and blending. Okay. I'm not watching comments, so sorry, I was busy. But gil net op my if I've missed something you're asking. Okay, now I'm going to go for a smaller brush. So this is now where our 2 eyeshadow brushes come in that we put into our new kit. You see this one, the small one? So now I've already done my first one. You can be cool and go from there to there to there, but I'm going to make it easy for you. I'm going to go from here right to the depth. So with my small halo brush, I'm going to go for the dark, and that I'm going to place right in the inside of the eye. Right in that corner. So if I press with my brush there, that is where it's sinking in. That is where my natural depth occurs in my own eye. So that is where I'll be placing this color. A tip, don't work down like I'm doing now. Lift your head so that you can see more of your eyeshadow. Okay, and bring it into this corner slightly. Now I need to blend this blue, but because you see it's looking quite messy. But if I use the blending brush, then I'm going to blend away all the lighter blue. So I'm going to go back to the blue brush, and I'm just going to make sure that this color is blending out. Okay, so now I've got my depth there in the corner. So immediately this one looks boring now because this one has got that depth in that corner. Okay, other side. Placing it right in the inside of that eye. Going slightly. So it's like you created a big C and this is a small C within that big C. And bring it in like a C. Okay, and we blend it. Take my first blue brush and we make sure that this whole thing blends nicely into each other. They must marry each other. Okay. Good. So this already is it. But if you want to go further, that's why I decided to put 2 of these brushes in the set. If you want to make it even darker, so this could be nice for like a day look, but now I've got evening planned. So what I do a lot of the times is if I'm wearing blue today during the day and I've got a dinner tonight, I'm not going to change the whole look. I'm going to choose something in blue to wear tonight as well so that I can keep my eyeshadow on because our makeup lasts the whole day. I promise you. Then all I'm going to do is when I get home tonight, I'm going to go for my black in the nude palette or in the Everyday Slay. And I'm just going to add it right in that corner as if it's coming like out of my eyeliner. And I'm tapping it on. Be very careful. That's why we chose the small brush. You can't do this with a big brush. And this side. And that will give you that extra depth in that corner. This is the wow. So then you've got all these colors flowing out of each other. And I look like a moonlight. Okay, and now I blend it. Now if I blend the black, I'm going back to the small dark blue brush. Just to make sure that my black is marrying the dark blue. Okay, and just to blend everything together, I go back to my first brush. And I blend it in. And just to make sure that I don't look common, I'm going to go for my blending brush and I'm just going to blend the edges. Okay, so that's eyeshadow done. Eyeshadow meaning it's the depth of the eye. It's going to create a shadow. It's going to give you the illusion that the skin is sinking in. So especially if you have a little bit of a hanging eye, just make sure it goes a little bit higher so that you get that depth. Now, what we did was we used that one. What was it now? And then we did depth with that. And then we added extra depth with the black. But now I want a highlighter. So I can now choose. Do I want to do this blue to keep everything blue? This blue? Or this one? Or because of my bow, I can do yellow. I can do green in the shimmer. I can basically do whatever I want. But let's keep it in the blues. I've got a lot of tutorials for you guys. I'm going to show you everything. I think that's also a New Year's resolution of mine, is to do more of these for you guys. I'm going to make sure that I make the time. So I'm going to use that blue shimmer in the palette. And I'm going to tap it on this lid. O, genade. Kyk net hoe mooi is dit. The pigments. You don't get it anywhere. Look how stunning that looks. Shoo, shoo, shoo. And we tap it on. It took us a long time to create these eyeshadow palettes because we were like, what goes with what, and what did we want to show you guys? Because remember, we're not just a brand, we're also educators. So we need to be able to show you guys how to use it. I think that's our thing, is we teach you. We don't just sell you the product. So we needed something that we want to work with. So that is why I'm like jumping up and down inside here. It's because I'm so excited. Okay, kyk net al. Kyk net. Look at that shimmer. Okay, now we move to eyeliner. So liquid liner. Waar is my liquid liner? Oh, ek het hierdie een. Because my one from December was finished. Well, it lasts a long time. I think that one lasted me 7 months, if I'm not mistaken. So I've got a brand new one, and they smell so lekker, like sweeties. And I'm going to do my liquid liner. This is like the best liquid liner, especially for somebody that struggles. Dankie vir die mooi compliment. Because the tip is quite solid. In other words, it doesn't bend. So it really helps you to create those lines proper. And to get that perfect, sharp wing. I love a wing. Wings is my thing. Okay, and now this side. I am loving this weather, guys. I'm sure the people who did not go away, who stayed in Gauteng, you're a bit gasvol now, but I am loving it. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I love cooking. That is like my hobby, is cooking. And this weather makes me just want to be in the kitchen the whole time. So I've got like menus worked out for the family. So Luan, my eldest, said that he wants to choose something that we can make together tonight. So he chose like a pork belly stir fry thing. I'm looking forward to making that tonight. Okay, sometimes once my lash is on, I come back to do my liner again. Just want to fill it up there. If you struggle with wrinkly lids, you can literally stretch your skin like that to be able to get into all of those corners. Okay, there are ways, means and ways to still get these looks, even if you have quite a lot of wrinkles on your eyelid. If you do struggle with wrinkles a lot and you just like liquid liner does not work for me, then our black eyeshadows in the palettes are very pigmented. So you can use your angle brush, this one, and then you can use that for liner with your black eyeshadow. So that's a cool tip if you do struggle. Then I'm just going to make sure that I didn't now ruin my edges. I'll come and do that line again later. Okay, now it's time to put on my lashes. I'm so excited. So which ones shall we try out? Shall we do the wild ones? Of nee, wag. Kom ons laat julle nou nie. Kom ons doen like just before the wildest one. The wildest one is tempting. I'm sure that's going to be my favorite. But now let's do iconic. So this is iconic. Ek weet nie of julle mooi kan sien nie. Right, lashes on. These are created for people with very large eyes. Okay, so that's way too big for me. So I'm going to cut off a lot of it. Let's say like 3. And then you must make sure you cut off the same on the other side. I cut off in the inside because I don't want to lose the length on the outside. But if the length is a bit too long for you, then you can cut from the outside. And now we need our fabulous new lash glue. Okay, so lash glue. We put it on the edge. Wag, ek net gaan meet if I cut it enough off. Because they are quite large. I think I want to cut one more. Okay. For the ladies with the big eyes, you don't have to cut anything. So just a little bit more. Okay. And they are reusable. So we say 10 times, but it can be more than that. I always, I don't know if you guys saw my story, if you're following me on my own Instagram, my personal Instagram. I posted a story where I've got like a David statue in my bathroom. And every time I go out, I'll take off my lash and then I'll just place it on the David statue. And eventually the whole David statue is full of lashes. And then my domestic went and she put the lashes on his eyes, on the top and the bottom. So David was a girl for a little bit. And we just place it on that lid. Okay. A tip when using lash glue is to wait a little bit for it to dry slightly. I'm being too hasty with it. So if it dries slightly, then it becomes tacky. So it attaches much quicker onto the lid. Okay. Okay, so while this one dries a bit, let me adjust that one. And look how stunning these lashes are. Look at the difference. Look, if I look down, I can only see nie, maar ek vat my eie woord vir dit. The intensity it gives you. And it's so easy. Tonight, I just remove it, put it on my David statue, and then tomorrow I just put them on again. And it's so simple. Once you get the hang of it, so I bend it to go with the shape of my eye, and then I just place it. Oh, nou sal kom op my handjie. I place it on my lash line as low as it possibly can go. You see, this one is much easier because I let it dry slightly. So then it just sticks on easily. Okay, also animal cruelty free. So even though they look like the real mink ones, they aren't real mink, but they do mimic mink. Okay, look in my eyes. One thing you must notice about this eyeshadow is the fact that it is so intense with its pigment and it attaches to the skin so easily. You see how little was messed on the bottom of my eyes. And that's really going to help you because you don't need to remove a lot of product under the eyes. Okay. So you see, there's hardly anything there. And the lappie is vuil. I did clean my face last night with it. It's like the best makeup remover ever. Now the next step will be my primer. The best primer on this planet is our Halo Primer. It has a pink pigment in it that assists in color correcting. So it takes away that dullness in your skin. It gives your face life. It's got moisturizing agents in it. It's got like little gold flakes for that glow. And it fills the pores so that we don't get that orange peel skin where the makeup goes and lies inside the pores. This fills the pores first so that the makeup just stays on the surface. And tonight, when I clean my face with my lappy, I know that everything is out of my pores because this prevents makeup from going into the pores, which is over the long period of time will give you pores like this. Trust me, I've seen it with my own eyes. So if you've seen somebody with pores like this, let that be your vision, that you will always wear a primer. That's my rule. You cannot wear makeup if you're not wearing a primer. Rule number 1. If your primer is finished, then just don't wear makeup that day. Okay. Okay, once won't kill you, but just take my word for it. All right, now it's time for foundation. So I'm going to use the Alila foundation, which I've always used. If you see all of our videos, everything that we do at our studio is with Alila Professional Foundation. We love this foundation. And it's like you buy your container like this, and then you've got refills. So my almond, this one, is nearing the end. I will make it till the end of the month with this one. I bought mine in the beginning of December. So it's 2 months for me, but I wear a lot of makeup. So people who don't wear as much makeup as I do, 3 to 4 months sometimes, and then you buy your refill like this, and it's, oh, the office is going to kill me because I don't know the prices, but it's something like 210 Rand for your refill. That is what your foundation is going to cost you. So very affordable. So I have my refill always ready. I always have extras of everything. You see, like here is my extra primer waiting for me when this one is finished. So I'm prepared for anything. Now I'm going to take my Halo foundation brush, and I'm going to use a lighter color because I have dark circles under my eyes. So I'm going to use a lighter color called Matte Nude under my eyes. Oh, gaan ek nou hier oor my mooi eyeshadow. Tomorrow that happens, then we'll just go and retouch. And you see how that instantly takes away the dark circle under the eyes. But it doesn't look cakey and it doesn't look aangeplak. It looks natural and it just highlights the area under the eyes. And why I take it all the way is because I want to highlight this bone so that it looks like those supermodels with those beautiful cheekbones. Now I'm going to go for my kabuki brush. This is my favorite Halo kabuki brush. And with my almond, which is the darker color. And now I'm going to start placing my foundation. All around. And always blend it down into the neck. And you see how in the beginning we thought these eyeshadows, oh my goodness, what are you doing? Now it's starting to look okay. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Blue eyeshadow. And I hope if there's one thing that I as a makeup artist want to bring back or get people to be comfortable with is using color on eyes. I think it's like so playful, and you only have one life, right? Why not make it a colorful one? People must just get out of yourself and experiment and stop worrying about what other people are thinking of you. And I promise you, they're looking at you going like, oh, I wish I can wear blue eyeshadow. You can. Okay, and around the mouth. I don't like putting my foundation over the lips. I feel that I've got very dry lips, so it just feels like it dries it out, and then it blends in with my lipstick and blah. Okay, so I keep it clean, but there's nothing wrong if you like putting foundation on. And also, it just feels like it makes the lip line smaller. Rihanna, I use Almond Beige. So Almond Beige is my base color at the moment. And then under my eyes, I use Matte Nude. Okay. And blend it out. And then you can also like put a little bit here on the titties. So if you're wearing something open, like I have a lot of sun damage because I love the sun. So I always put a little bit here, but I feel like I'm showing too much boobs today to do it for you, babe. Okay, now I'm going to use my little powder puff. And I'm going to go for my powder foundation. What is it? A compact powder. My compact powder in beige is where? Here. Okay. You can go for like a nude under the eyes. But I'm saving time. So I am just going to do the one for everything. Under the eyes. And ek moet nou nie die ander gedoen because I want to show you the difference. When doing one side first. Look at when I do my powder, okay? It is as if it blurs out the skin. Kyk gou, you can see the pores on the forehead. The moment I put powder on there, especially this compact powder, it just blurs everything out. We don't want shininess. Kyk nou gou hier. You can see all of that. Kyk, you see those pores there? Look at what happens when you powder. And this is just a little bit of powder. Imagine if you want to put on a lot. You can also wear this powder as a foundation on its own. Brilliant. I do that on holiday all the time. If I don't want to wear a lot of makeup and I don't want to spend too much time, then I use these powders on its own. Okay? All right. I still have to do under the eyes here. Okay. And that's my foundation. Easy peasy. Beautiful foundation, a powder, compact powder with vitamin E oils in it so it doesn't dry out the skin. I've got very dry skin, so for me, this is the only powder that I love to use. But even if you have oily skin, it gives you enough cover and it doesn't make the skin oily, okay? It does mattify the skin. As you can see, I'm completely matte now. Okay, now we go back to our Amazon palette. Druk ek my vinger on. Now, I'm going to go for a blue eyeshadow for under the eye. So I'm going to go for that color that I put as my first blue color. And taking it all the way through. Now, it's very important to make sure that you don't mess anything on the face because the foundation is already on. So now we can't clean under the eyes. And this is just going to frame the eyes so beautifully. It's having that blue underneath. Can you guys see it? I can also take this one and put the dark blue just here in the corner to frame that ending. This is what I would do if I was going for an evening something. And now I'm going to take this brush. I'm just going to clean it a little bit off on my bataiki. And I'm going to go for the highlighter. That one. And this is going to go right underneath eye. Yoriona, imagine the Annika. Okay, so what she's talking about is we have these beautiful shimmers. So I've already taken out all of our blue ones that will look fantastic with this look. They are like, maybe this is the evening vibe. That if you place one of these on. So it's Rula, Annika, Brigitte, or Natasha could work with this blue look. But let me, I'll show this to you guys at the end because I don't want to spoil this now. And now for mascara. So we always do mascara after we put the lashes on so that our own lashes can blend in beautifully with the fake ones to make it look more natural and that there's no gaps in between them. And I like to do the bottom ones too. This is our Halo waterproof mascara. You can cry, you can swim. No, net nie in 'n jacuzzi nie because it comes off with warm water. So for Valentine's Day, don't think you're going to have lashes in the jacuzzi. Okay, but this is with all mascaras that are the tube formulation. Okay. Okay, Elise, yeah, you can order online. So on www.halo.co.za for all ages. So especially for older ladies, because a lot of my range is dedicated to my mom that passed away 3 years ago. So, and my passion is older ladies. So I promise you, and that is basically our market. Even though the young ones also love our products. And we also have stockists all over SA, and we are busy with a stockist in Namibia, and hopefully soon we will be in the USA. Okay, so we're working on that. All right, so the eyes are done. Now we need brows. Where is my brow pencil? Well, so, okay, the Halo brow pencil in dark brown for me because of my regrowth. If I had a brand new color, maybe I'll go for the light brown. The light brown is stunning, especially when you're going hectic on your eyeshadows. Maybe tone down the brow so much so that it's not too hectic. We've got the pencil in the front and then the spoolie at the back. And this pencil is so small and thin, according to fashion, which is beautiful hair strokes. Now, I don't have a lot of brow hair left, so I've got microblading. But here in the front where it's fading a lot, I use this pencil to make hair strokes. I'm too scared to always push it out too far because I don't know if you've ever used a retractable. If you take it out too far, it breaks off. Okay, and we blend it. And now for, laat ons net hierdie hare kam. And I don't know if you know this, but I have very curly hair, like extremely. I have that like big afro hair. But since I've been wearing the extensions, I have to Brazilian the hair. So I do a Brazilian like every 4 months. I can see like after the holiday, hierdie frizzies hieronder begin nou weer deurkruip. And then sometimes my brows like to curl as well. Okay, so that's my brows. Brows should be natural and simple. Okay, a good question, Donnell. So if you guys want to buy our foundation, but you've never used it, you don't know which color you'll be, if you don't have a stockist near you that can help you by testing the colors, then you can send us on our office line a WhatsApp, a picture of yourself without makeup, no filters, natural lighting, so that we can see and we can recommend the best colors for you. Okay, I will always recommend like a light and your color, so you can put it under the eyes and then your color, and then we'll also recommend the powder that will be best suited for you. And don't forget about your primer. Okay, so now the eyes are done. It's time for contouring. I'm going to use my Halo compact powder for my contouring. Mine is also finished. It's been a hell of a holiday, so all my stuff is finished now. But I don't know about you, but sometimes when I finish stuff, it feels like it's new. When you get new things, it's new year, new things. That's why we launched it in January, because it's out with the old, in with the new, and we are starting our year right. So in our Halo brush set, you're going to use the one with the angle. I'm using the sand, so for most people, it will be the sand. Darker skins, you will go more to the espresso color. But for most people, you will use the sand. And this will go like on and just right below that cheekbone. On and right below it to give you that indent. And this side. And with this technique, I promise you, you don't have to diet in January. You can still drink your wine and enjoy your meals, because we fake it till we make it. Look how it gives me that indent. And we give a little bit of warmth around the forehead. And what you can do, this is not always necessary, but I like to scrunch my brush together, and then I do a little bit of contouring next to my nose, just to give you that beautiful snatched nose look. En as jy 'n bietjie dubbel kennetjie gekry het na die vakansie, then for the double chin, you go underneath and around the jawline, and that's going to create a nice strong line, not too much. So the one that must be most prominent will be the one here. Okay? So right underneath. En jy kan die titiekies doen. As jy spiere het, dan kan jy jou abs inkleer as jy wil. Okay? And now for blusher. So I'm going to use the blusher one, which is the round, fluffy one. And I'm going to use the halo blusher called Trendsetter, because I'm a trendsetter. Trendsetter is a beautiful, like, I like to use this one when I'm tanned. So you'll see when I start doing lives later in the year, when I start losing my tan, then I'll start going more to the pinks and the oranges. So for now, I love this like terracotta color, and your blusher goes more towards the front and over that contouring. So it's a little bit more on the cheekbone than the contouring that was on and under. So right in the front and over. En jy kan so 'n bietjie neusie doen for color. Never, ever, ever, ever in your life contour with a blusher. Okay, there I've said it. Well, I've said it a lot of times. People are just not listening to me. Because if you do this all over, it looks like you've got sunburn. Imagine taking like a pink or an orange. Jy gaan verskriklik lyk. So do your contouring with the sand or the espresso if you're dark skinned. And your blusher is for the cheeks, that hierdie vet deel. And then there. And this doesn't work for blusher because it's going to be too low. Then you're going to have this hanging face. So that technique doesn't work. Everything is now on the top because we want to lift everything up. Okay, wat moet ek nou nog doen? 'n bietjie highlighter. Let's see if there's a nice highlighter. I haven't actually tried the highlighter in our Everyday Slay palette. So let's try that one. And I'm going to use, sommer my blusher brush. And let's see if it works. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see, but it does give you that glow. It is glowing. Just a healthy. Ooh, kyk hoe mooi is dit. Oh, I'm so excited. I can die. Okay, just a little bit on there. What you can also do is, especially at night time, put a little bit there on your collarbone. Then it just highlights. You see hoe mooi like that. It just highlights that bone. Makes you look a little bit more skinny. Okay. And that is my blue eyeshadow. Now we need to add lipstick. So our mattes, if you have not tried our mattes, where have you been, girlfriend? Our mattes are like the best thing. Like, as jy 'n chippy gaan eet en hy raak aan jou lippie, ek beloof jou, it's gonna come off. So it's a good thing. So stick to the healthy stuff during daytime, and then at night, when you want to feast, then maybe go for the glosses. So I'm going to show you how our glosses look, because I always focus on the mattes because I love them so much, and I don't really focus a lot on the gloss, even though I wear them a lot. So our glosses are beautiful, and they are pigmented. So you can wear them on its own like a lipstick, but they're not dry. So they won't last as long. So you're going to have to reapply a lot. This is called Diva. Look how beautiful this color is. Kyk net daar. You can do a lip liner first. The light brown eyebrow pencil for light skin and the dark brown eyebrow pencil for darker skin is the best lip liners. Like, I'm going to share our masterclass that we did yesterday, where we did like the eyebrow pencil in the light brown for lip liner with this gloss. No, we didn't use this one. We used Sassy. It's stunning. Okay. You can see how excited I am. Okay, so that is my look. Do you guys like it? Are you going to try it? Look at the blue. Doesn't it match beautifully with my outfit? I'm still barefoot. I still have to choose my shoes. Then we have to set it with our setting spray. I'm very sorry, our freeze frame is out of stock, but will be restocked end of January. Black Friday ruined our stock levels. But once it's back in stock, I'll show you a little bit more about that. Maar is dit nie net die mooiste nie? Okay. So let me show you quickly before I go what the shimmers will look like if I were to put it on here. So let's do Anneke, okay? And it's like stunning. And with my halo brush, I'm just going to dab it. So these shimmers are even more pigmented. Joch, julle, dit doen dit nie justice. What I'm seeing in this mirror and what I'm seeing in the video doesn't even compare. It's net unbelievable. Maybe if I do it like that. Don't know if you guys can see it. So it's a chameleon color shifting shimmer. So from one side it looks purple, the other side it looks blue, the other side looks green. So it just gives you the best explanation of these shimmers that I've received from clients is that I did somebody's eyes, and they say that when they everybody commented like it looks like it's glitter balls dancing on their eyelids the entire night. So while you're sitting and the light is catching, so this is like a complete night look. The artificial light will catch the shimmers, and it's like your eyes are dancing. I don't even know how to explain it, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now I have to put on my earrings to match my inner corners, so the dark blue to match my depth from my Amazon palette. And now I'm ready for the day. I hope you guys are going to shop up palettes. The big ones, the 20 shades, go for 800 Rand a palette. And in the nude is still 600 like it has always been. We won't have a price increase just yet. And then our lashes are 250 a set. And our lash glue is 100 Rand it's a large size. Okay, and please remember about all of our courses. Come and learn to do your own makeup or become a professional makeup artist like me and have a fabulous life and work for yourself and enjoy your time and your beautiful talents that God gave you. We must have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.